In the spring of 1862, Confederate General Henry Hopkins Sibley invaded the northern region of what is now New Mexico in an attempt to gain control of the Southwest, including goldfields in Colorado and key ports in California. The Confederates wanted to seize control of America's western territories and open up another theater of the war. Sibley had about 2,500 men, while the opposing Union commander, Colonel Edward Canby, had slightly over 5,000. On December 20th, 1861, Sibley issued a proclamation taking possession of New Mexico in the name of the Confederate States, and in February 1862 began advancing up the Rio Grande Valley toward the capital of the New Mexico Territory, Santa Fe. A major Union fort, Fort Craig, was located along the river valley, so Sibley decided to draw the Union forces out into favorable terrain for him. On February 21st, the Confederates marched to Valverde Ford, about 6 miles north of the fort, in an attempt to outflank the Union forces. Canby and his forces at Fort Craig attacked, but were driven back to the fort, losing 432 men to 187 for the Confederates. The Union defeat at Valverde opened the path for the Confederates to continue marching northward toward Santa Fe. The Confederates reached Albuquerque on March 2nd and Santa Fe on March 13th, but failed to capture much-needed supplies located at these cities. Additionally, reinforcements from Colorado under the command of Colonel John Slow arrived, and these reinforcements met Sibley's forces at the Battle of Glorieta Pass on March 26th through 28th. This battle proved to be the decisive engagement of the New Mexico campaign, and is often referred to as the Gettysburg of the West. Glorieta Pass is a strategic location on the Santa Fe Trail at the southern tip of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, located southeast of Santa Fe. On March 26, a few hundred Confederate cavalry engaged with 400 Union soldiers in Apache Canyon. The decisive moment came when Union cavalry made a frontal charge against Confederate artillery, which scattered the Confederate forces. No fighting took place March 27th, with reinforcements arriving that increased the Confederate strength to 1,100 soldiers and then Union strength to 1,300. Finally, on March 28th, Confederate forces attacked the Union soldiers while they were resting and filling canteens near Pigeon's Ranch. Throughout the day, the Confederates gradually forced the Union soldiers to retreat eastward. However, a group of Union infantry was able to burn the Confederate supply train, which caused them to have to retreat after losing almost all of their supplies and ammunition. Sibley initially retreated to Albuquerque, then eventually started a difficult march back to Texas. Glorieta Pass proved to be the turning point of the war in the Southwest, as the Confederates made plans for other invasions of the New Mexico Territory, but were never able to execute them.